said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Ducks will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Montgomery. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. From the gun, running back gets the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. LSU right back to the line. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Gonna take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. The sweet feet buy a little time. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown LSU! They grab the early lead. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the ground, it's Spears. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll leave it with the lone back. At the 40, there he goes. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
We didn't have to work very hard on that one. There was nobody in sight as he rips off a massive run.
Sort of a mark of excellence for any back is yards after contact. Well, yards before contact can be sort of a badge of honor for that O-line.
Yeah, let's give them some credit. They got tremendous push getting hats on hats. They made that easy.
He's going to take off. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They go to the ground. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football team.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Montgomery. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick?
There we go. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes a grab past the marker. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw again. Under fire. He's going to run it. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, just nowhere to go there. And it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. He'll ride his man on the option. The give to the tailback. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger! The AT unit on the field. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
No, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. On the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass, it's Moon. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, the offense is trying to go downfield and be aggressive. I think that receiver has got to do a better job fighting for the football. He just didn't really put in a great effort, and that's what helped the defender swat it away.
Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced the negative play. Now setting up 4th down.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Now on the option. Turning it on! And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's just slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, then he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
Looking downfield on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He got it. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
One thing this team has shown earlier this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
It's a draw. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged out of the air. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. He leaves it with the back. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down. Run. Looking deep down the right side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking for a gap. It's Spears.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Moon. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the 2nd ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Here's a heat. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Moon. Quarterback moving. Fires on the move. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, QB had the look he wanted. You like throwing slants against man coverage. That time, though, got to be a little bit more accurate with the throw. It falls incomplete.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. A little screen to the running back. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Got a man. It's Spears. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Dropping back, it's Moon. He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw. It's Moon. Makes the grab. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. They just keep firing. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. He tries to take the top off. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Looking for a man. It's Moon. Finds a spot in the middle. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense...
He's got it up to 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They run the reverse. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Second down, he'll throw it. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Spins away from the defense. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Ducks want to move quickly. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another...
It's picked off, and another empty drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
It'll be third and long. He's looking to pass. Unleashes one. Soft spot in the middle.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
That's a miss as an OC. He's coming to the sidelines and listen, that's not a great throw. We got to take something off of it. But we also can't miss inside. So it's a tough dynamic when you're throwing that out route. But either way, quarterback, wide receiver, they have to do a better job being on the same page.
Trying to get rid of it. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Snap in the shotgun. Working that left side now. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air on second down. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off play action on first down. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They're going to get him, and this offense now has even more work to do as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Graves. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a third down play. Looking to throw, it's Moon. Fires to the right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Got his man. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
To the ground with the back. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this aren't tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Keeps it and gets past the chains. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Back to throw, it's Moon. Takes a hit as he fires. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Makes the grab. It's driving. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, LSU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Take off your helmet and give me a kiss next time.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football.
Lets it fly. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the...
And it's his 4th interception of the game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to chip.
He's loose on the right. 30. Past the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down.
Right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Spins away. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Clock stops and we've reached the 2 minutes. Now, this offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Runs through the tackle.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. On the option. He'll toss it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Really good 3rd down defense. Nice job playing the option, responsibility football, but still aggressive downhill, ready for the pitch. Great job getting the guy, getting to him, and getting him on the ground.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. And it's the fake and a little shuffle. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly.
Well, they went fake field goal. They had a look that they thought they could catch the defense off guard, and they go with the shovel pass, but nothing doing there. Great job by the defense stuffing that play.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on